What's up, everyone? Carmen here with Pittsburgh White Schwartz, and today I want to talk about something we do a lot of in the game of White Schwartz. Probably more than in any other card game, shuffling. I care about this topic a lot, enough to go buy a new microphone setup and go on script for once, so let's get down to business. There's only one kind of shuffle out there that actually does anything. Now, that's not an exaggeration, that's math. There's a lot of articles and videos about it, but the TLDR is that you need to do at least 7 of these, or these, they're the same, for your deck to be sufficiently randomized. This is useless, and so is this. They don't randomize, declump, or anything else. They simply don't do anything. I know that might be hard to take, especially if you've been doing it one of these other ways for a long time. Not a lot of card gamers know the math behind proper shuffling, but this, a shuffle I've seen people do more times than I can count, would take you more than 10,000 repetitions to match just 7 of these. So why does this matter? Well, there's an old article out there by Mike Flores called How to Cheat. And while part of it is calling out another MTG creator for inadvertently teaching players how to double nickel stack, the more important portion is how about randomizing your deck correctly every time is, in a way, sort of cheating. If your deck is sufficiently randomized, the plays you're making based on some kind of statistics, whether that's hard calculated hypergeometrics or just some napkin math, are correct more often, or at least more often than if you hadn't shuffled your deck right. Keep up a streak of correct shuffles and decisions, and your win rate, over enough games of course, should go up. Not really a cheat per se, but that's what's meant by the joking title. This realization brings us to a pretty ugly question. Do I lose games simply because I shuffle incorrectly? Am I getting shuffle diffed despite making the right in-game decisions? The unfortunate answer is, yeah, you probably are. In my experience, card gamers get very defensive if you bring up shuffling at all, defensive enough that I was pretty hesitant to even make this video. Players who shuffle incorrectly have likely been doing it for years, and more often than not have written off or distrusted any guidance on the topic. There's really no reason to be prideful about something like shuffling. There's a single mathematically correct answer that's easy to do after a bit of practice. When I myself started playing Weiss, I was really bad at it, but one night of mindlessly practicing it while watching some anime and I was good to go for my next local. So why do you still see known players in all card games pile their decks? Well, despite not working at all as a shuffle, piling your cards face down does have an important function, counting the number of cards in a deck. Ensuring you and your opponent are playing legal decks is pretty important for any game, but especially for a game like Weiss, as we've unfortunately seen before. While counting like this is completely above board, piling with your cards with some sort of known pattern, usually face up, is a big no-no. The classic name for this is mana weaving, but for us, you might have heard it called climax slotting. Now, an initial seed of any kind like this doesn't matter too much if you sufficiently randomize your deck, but we've already discussed how that unfortunately doesn't always happen, resulting in inadvertent stacking. If you're ever in doubt, shuffle up the deck 7 times. The whole reason we have to present our decks to each other for shuffle and cut in the first place. Hopefully I didn't piss anyone off too much with this quick one. Shuffling is always a hot button topic for some reason, even though it's really pretty simple. A lot of the information presented in this video is straight out of Paddy Wagon's WS Almanac reading list, so give that a look. Links to that and all sources in the description. Let us know what you think about this kind of occasional shorter, high effort content down in the comments. We've got more of the usual in the chamber in the coming months since Bushiroad just keeps pumping out new sets for us to review. But with that, I think we're done here. Pittsburgh White Schwartz signing out. We'll see you all in the next one.